Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirits, my intuition, the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, most amazing viewers. I'm so blessed to be here today. I'm so glad you found me. If you're new to this channel, welcome. And for those of you guys returning, I'm so grateful to do your reading yet again today. Today's reading, we're looking at someone who has something they want to say to you. And I will be looking at who this person is. And if you don't resonate with knowing who this person is, then it's most likely not your messaging, okay? I don't know if this is, someone romantic, if this is someone who has passed away, or if this is your higher self coming through, if this is spirit coming through, an ancestor or a spirit guide. I don't know, okay? So don't box yourself into who you think you're going to hear from, because this is someone who has something that they need to communicate to you right here, right now. Okay, so these messages do come through often through here when there is those of you guys needing to hear whatever is wanting to be communicated. So it doesn't mean it's going to be for everyone. Only those of you guys who have someone here that wants to communicate. Okay, and there's only 3 piles today, and we'll do a pick a card. We'll pick 3 of these, and this will be the archetype of who we're talking about here. And we have 3 piles with the description of who this person is. And then we have their messaging. Okay, so we'll get into this right away. Let's take a look at the cards that we'll be using. There's quite a bit, actually, because we have the message cards, and then we have the description cards. So starting with the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. I just found it a lot easier to show you guys than to put them in the description, although these are really cool. I do have card reveal for the Hit Point Press animated cards if you guys are interested. They're not cheap, but they're absolutely beautiful. Ooh, so a life of its own. And finally, the cards we'll be using for the pick-a-cards is the Archeo by Nick Bantock. Okay, so we'll pull these 3 cards. Now, I do want to get into just a quick disclaimer here for those of you guys new to this channel. I am strictly reading energy and cards, and I always follow my intuition. So sometimes the meaning of the card might come through a little different than the traditional if it calls for that. Okay, so I am reading exactly as it is coming through from the divine, either through any of my 5 senses. When I'm seeing, feeling, tasting, smelling, understanding, whatever it is, okay? And everything that happens in a reading is going to contribute to that reading, because energy is all interconnected. So you could certainly be tapped into all 3 of these energy frequencies. You can have multiple people coming through with a message, or you can have the same person, different aspects, okay? We're not one-dimensional or even 2-dimensional beings. We have a lot of different aspects. So we could be tapping into 3 different aspects of the same person, okay? And sometimes the energy comes through as your own, meaning it's going to describe you, and it's maybe something that is in your subconscious wanting to be communicated. It could be coming from your high self, like I mentioned in the intro here. I don't know what we're going to see. Sometimes messages come through here that are challenging, and only because it's maybe a truth that we're not wanting to hear, or something that might be difficult for us to understand. Okay, because growth is never pleasant, and sometimes we're pushed outside of our comfort zone in order to heal and grow. And so a lot of times my messaging comes through with messages of healing and growth, because my commitment to the collective and my agreement with the divine is that I'm here to provide healing And healing, like I say, isn't always pleasant. So you might not like me. Okay. But remember, I'm just reading the energy here. My intention is always to deliver with as much compassion and as much transparency as I could possibly deliver that message. Okay. I try to remove all of my own judgments, opinions, biases, any of that stuff. Okay. And if I do give any sort of advice, it's going to be coming from the divine, unless I say this is what I think. Okay. But I don't generally do that. But if I do, I'll make it very clear that this is coming from Linda. Otherwise, the advice here is coming through as guidance from the divine, which again, you can either take or not to take. That's up to you. But anyway, this is a message from someone. And so this someone, like I mentioned in the intro, could be somebody who has crossed over and doesn't have a chance to communicate to you, or just somebody who hasn't been able to speak to you for whatever reason. Maybe they haven't come around to tell you what it is, or maybe there's something in their subconscious that's needing to get out. Maybe there's closure. You're dealing with someone here that's wanting to come through. I don't know. Okay. I just know that spirit wanted me to do this reading, and I was a little hesitant, if I got to be honest, but I was like, okay, whatever. I can't resist, or else what we resist persists. So we'll see what this is. Now let's get our 3 cards. Okay, and if at any point you're pulled to any one of these 3, then I will put the options in the description box and in the pinned comment below. It will take you directly to your pick. Okay, the timestamp will take you directly there, but it will reveal these 3 shortly and see who these people are. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. If you feel pulled right now, you can certainly go check out your pile, and let's take a look. So option 1, your person is coming through as the Wanderer. So take a look at this card. I mean, there could certainly be physical attributes as well as, what the Wanderer represents in regards to this person's archetype. Okay, there's nothing fixed in stone here. So, I mean, they could have short hair, dark hair, whatever this sort of thing is giving to you. Okay, but we'll get into the energy once we get into that pile. But sit with the energy. Okay, option number 2, we have the strategist. I don't know if you guys can see. Is there a lot of reflection? No, it's not bad. Okay. Option number 3, your option here is the metamorph. Metamorph. Okay, so sit with the energy. And like I mentioned, if you're pulled to the multiple piles, different aspects of the same person could definitely pull through. One could be your energy, for sure, okay? And one could be someone here that's wanting to communicate to you. It could be someone you're not expecting to hear from. So keep an open mind as to who this could be once we describe who they are, okay? And then we'll get into what they want to communicate to you that was so urgent that needed to come through today's reading. And I will put the timestamp in the description box and in the pinned comment below. It will take you guys directly to your pick. I love you guys very, very much. And if this isn't your reading, then I'll see you guys at the next one, okay? Don't force the messages to fit. If they're not for you, then they're not for you. I love you equally as much. Bye-bye. Hello, angels. Pile number 1. I forgot in the decks to show which tarot pack we're using. We're using the Modern Witch Tarot. Okay, so in case you guys are interested in that, it's a very popular deck. So if we need the tarot, we'll use them. And generally, we do for clarification. But you guys picked the Wanderer, and there's something in my eye now. Something in my eye. Suddenly. Okay. Maybe you caught this person's eye. Yeah, okay, so yeah, maybe you caught this person's eye. Like, look at this person. It's sort of being pulled by something. Okay, so I think you caught someone's attention with something you said. Somebody here, I'm feeling, wow, this energy is coming through very strong, but this is going to describe who this person is who has something to say to you, okay? But I feel like this person is looking at you like they're in awe of you or something you accomplished or said or did. Like, I'm proud of you. Yeah, they're taken aback and they're almost like speechless. And maybe this is someone who wanted to say something in the moment and didn't say it, but they were thinking it very strongly and it just didn't come out. And like, man, I wish I would have said that or went back in time and communicated this at that point in time. And I didn't get the chance to do this, to say this. So it seems like someone who missed the chance in the moment. But they do seem taken aback by your energy here, is what I really feel. And so with Wanderer, I mean, Wanderer could certainly be, you know, somebody who's a free spirit, who is kind of hard to pin down, who just sort of gets along with a lot of people, you know, doesn't really maybe have one sort of solid place that this person sort of resides. Could be someone who likes to travel for sure, if this energy does pick up. I'm seeing this little stamp in the corner and it's kind of giving me this postcard feeling. So it definitely could be somebody who likes to travel or who might have left, you know, like your hometown or something, maybe someone you knew and they had to part ways with you. And maybe you guys were in communication for some time, or they wish they would have communicated more or sent you something in regards to their travels. So they're kind of looking back here and thinking of you. And so it could be that they left and they were thinking of you, or when they met you, and it's like there's lots of that I could have said, or in hindsight that I would have wanted to say. I'm getting Capricorn energy and Taurus energy from this little red bull looking like a horned thing. Also, Aquarius is coming through with the star. So let's take a look at who this person is, okay? We have students. So they could have went abroad to study or to teach even with this student. Okay, could have been somebody definitely younger than you or someone who looked up to you. It did give me that, like I'm impressed by you and the action you took, or I look up to you, I admire you. And I seen it as like a secluded action you took or something they witnessed you do, but it could just be an overall, like, I look up to you, I admire you. Yeah, like I'm getting Page energy here. I'm getting Page of Wands energy. So student, light attributes, humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. Shadow attributes, arrogance and the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. Okay, and we have the rescuer. Light attributes, provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectations of reward. Shadow attributes, assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. I'm seeing a ship here, and the ship is about to travel. There's a lot coming through with traveling abroad, maybe even over a body of water, or they could definitely be at a long distance from you. Okay. Tree talks about family. So this could be somebody who is familial here, like maybe a child of yours, you know, who's studying overseas, who looks up to you. That's definitely a possibility here, but we see this tree. And someone who might like to read as well is coming through, or who is well studied. Yeah, lots of books on the floor here. And we have the underworld with card number 48. Or the number 12. 12 is Pisces, which is hangman energy. And the hangman is definitely someone enlightened, you know, somebody who might be changing and seeing themselves, the world differently than maybe how you knew them. The fact that we have a student, it could be someone who's understood something. But the underworld gives me Scorpio energy. So it is shadow. Okay, and we have the card of Guinevere, true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So I don't get here that this is like a romantic love, but I do feel there is a genuine love here, okay, between you and this person. So we'll see what their message wants to say. We see the white lilies here, which talk about peace. And the green headband here, or at least the jeweled headband. Green is always talking about the heart, right? Which is the heart chakra. Just like thinking about love. I think this person could definitely be someone in your family, but let's see. And then we have 21, Mercury, Venus. So Mercury is a ruling planet for Gemini and Virgo. Venus ruling planet for Taurus and Libra. We were feeling Taurus from this little stamp here. But this could certainly be somebody who has the gift of gab, or has a way of communicating or inspiring others with their words. 21, we did have 12 as well, I think, with this one here. So 21 is a mirrored number reversed from that, which is number 3. And 3 is all about growth and relationships, growth. We were feeling page energy. There's been a lot of growth with this person. And maybe they're seeing something differently about you, the relationship with you, than they were maybe when they were beside you or with you. So if this is a child, let's say, for example, I'm just using examples, you'll have to apply to your situation. And this person, you might have known them in one phase. It's like, I now have an experience under my belt of something that might have, been something I kind of went through here with this rescue and this underworld that's taught me a life lesson, or now I can see or understand or get greater appreciation for you, who, maybe I saw differently when I was there beside you. And so there's this like appreciation of love. But let's take a look at this Mercury Venus. I generally read this deck because it, one, is calling to be read, but 2, I like how it breaks down the 3 stages of evolution, if you will, for this energy, which brings things into context. Like with this Mercury Venus, it says, in the primitive state, gossip rules both your thoughts and your communications. You thrive on juicy junk food diet and tales about others, malfeasance and misfortunes. So it kind of sounds like more of a page immature energy, right? Adaptive, you have harmonious and graceful way of speaking. The very essence of your ideas motivates people to think on a higher vibration and in evolving. You're known for your incredible voice. Your words come together like a song that uplifts the hearts and the stirrings of the minds of all people. So like I said, a gift of gab, a way to communicate here. Maybe they have a beautiful singing voice as well. Poetry, or just they work with the public potentially here, or there's and now a way that they can express themselves and communicate themselves a little more maturely than maybe how you've known this person. So in conjunct opposition square, primitive. You only talk and think about what you want and what you like. Your tastes trump all others, and you go on all day about your superior vision. In an adaptive state, you're an excellent mouthpiece for your own well thought out aesthetic, but you have also learned to hear and integrate the values and designs of others. Evolving. When you speak or write, it is as though you have seamlessly integrated your own wisdom and vision with the ideal complementary views. You are utterly non-defensive and welcoming in ways you think. You are a force for balance and harmony in every circumstance in which you have the opportunity to communicate with others. Okay, so it does seem to me like, so you can get an idea of who this person is before we get into what they want to say to you, which could come through who this person is as well, tied into that. But this was more for giving us an idea of who this is. I think your last interaction with this person, or at least when you might have been really involved with this person or understood them, they might have been quite immature. I feel like this person, if they're not a student abroad, they've had a life experience here that's matured them. Okay, so even if they were older than you, this person's kind of a young soul that had to kind of learn some sort of lesson or go through some sort of thing that might have really humbled this person, and appreciate you more because of this experience. So it's like they look back and they say, man, pile number 1 was actually trying to tell me or show me, or now I can really look back at pile 1 and appreciate how pile 1 lived their life, or what pile 1 was trying to do or say in their world. I don't know if it was necessarily towards this person so much, because I feel this person was watching you or observing how you engage with people. And so I feel like this person is capable now to look past themselves or their immaturity in some way here, and actually be able to yeah, just look past themselves so that they can communicate something here that maybe was left unsaid. I do feel there is love, like I mentioned here. Some of you guys, it could definitely be intimate, but I don't know. You know, I feel more like it could be that this person has experienced loss in love or something like this, you know, and it's humbled them in some way here. And it's like they're thinking of you. You know, maybe you are a compassionate person, or maybe they're wanting to right any sort of wrongs or anywhere where they were maybe inconsiderate. And it's like, I want to go back to pile one and like apologize here, because I feel like maybe I was a little immature when I was engaged. And so I want to just make peace with everyone and everything here. I do feel this person respects you a lot here. And I do feel like this person has learned some form of a lesson here. So let's see if we could get some more in the messaging here that says who this is. But if this doesn't even sound like someone you know, then it's most likely not your message. Like I said, it's not for everyone. Okay, it's just who comes through wanting to communicate. So let's see. We have delight with 19. 19 is the sun energy, Leo energy. Okay, the frequency of delight supports our capacity to create the experience and feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. So sun energy is definitely youthful energy. I'm getting that page energy again. Okay, and we have Conjure Woodlands Begins with this animated card. And it looks like a tulip that's opening up and exploding here. Conjure Woodlands Begins. It says you summon fey creatures that appear in unoccupied spaces that you can see within range. Choose one of the following options that appear. A summoned creature disappears when it drops 0 hit points and when the spell ends. I feel like this person isn't around you. And I do feel this person is blossomed into something here that's different than what you remember them. Okay, so let's see. Helmet. Guardedness, isolation, and self-protection. So again, there's like an aloneness here. Rooster. Remember laughter and joy with this delight. So rooster is divine masculine energy. We have same with sun. So we have Aries, we have Leo, and we have the condor. Receive messages from spirit. So 2 birds. And we have 43, or the number 7, man holding a coin. Okay, let's put that over here. Actually, no, I don't want that there. I want that over here. Now this coin looks Japanese. No, Japanese. Looks like yen. What's yen? From China. It could be that this person's traveled to the Orient, potentially. Like I said, not every single one of these is going to apply to all of you guys, okay? But let's get into what the messaging is, and this might become more clear. So it says alchemical wedding, number 60, or the number 6. 6 is lovers, Gemini energy, which is that communication. The alchemical wedding is balance, masculine, feminine energy, or a union, a coming together here. And yeah, we even have the black and white here with Saturn. So Saturn is sometimes challenging because it could talk about the commitment over time and sacrifices over time we make in order to achieve something greater. So we see the scythe, which could talk about death or abrupt ending of something. And then, like I said, the dark and the light could be the yin, the yang, masculine, feminine coming into balance here. And I'm even getting like this middle finger sort of highlighted, almost like, you know, how teenagers could just have like an F you sort of attitude. There's something raw about this person's past energy here. Earth's heart, 52, or the number 7. So we got 2 7s here. 7 is about faith, wisdom, reflection, and understanding. It's also chariot energy, which I'm getting with the dark and the light with the chariots. But chariot's all about success and balance. Integrating shadow, which we've seen underworld here. Okay, so the edible, we have the 8 wands. 8 wands is about communication. And this says the food source of edible trees, conifers, new shoots, and cones and teas. So this is about what you can eat in the wilderness here and what you shouldn't eat. So this person certainly could be a little wild is what I'm seeing here, but teas, maybe they like tea. But 8 Wands, like I said, is a breakthrough or a communication, and we have bravery. You're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable, but you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you will feel so much lighter when you do. So I'm getting a lot of that sun energy in this rooster, which is the empowerment to make a decision here, maybe to stand up for self or to do something here, to accomplish something. Surrender. You've been asked to let go of your need to control every part of your life and surrender to the universe. Control is an illusion, and it's exhausting to try to hold on to it. Let it go and allow yourself to enjoy the relief that comes from doing so. And finally, we have the first chakra, which is the root chakra. So the root chakra talks about our, it's like the basics we need, like protection, support, a place to live, healthy food. The root chakra really is, if the root chakra is out of whack or a lot of blocks, we could deal with a lot of traumas, like the basic needs, showering and taking care of ourselves and that sort of thing. So it seems to me like it's still a youthful, young energy here. Okay, so let me tap into this energy, see what this person wants to say, and we'll get into that. Okay, beautiful people. This is really cute. I feel like the child has left the roost at some point. There's someone who might have felt like you were a parent of theirs, or they really looked up to you. It could literally be your child. I feel like they are on some journey quest. Okay. And if this isn't abroad, overseas, or whatever, it's like giving me this image so that I know that they left the roost. And for them, it's a big step. So it could be like a teenager leaving home, or somebody who learned a lot from you and they're going through this phase where I think they experienced something that is brought them into adulthood. Okay, so it's like it's marking this point in time where this person is no longer sort of the child who might have needed to be dependent on a person or a system or a structure here. They're very fairly humbled here by an experience they had. And this is what they wanted to tell you is like, I'm standing on my own, and although it's been challenging and it's been quite the journey here, I'm happy, and I'm happy. But I also want to tell you that I learned so much from you. That I am able to make my own way. That I'm able to support myself. And kind of like, don't worry, maybe you had a lot of worry about this person because this person might have seemed like maybe you're like, oh my gosh, like, is this person ever going to make it? Or are they responsible enough to make it through without getting themselves into trouble or challenge? And so I feel like this person has made it through. And I feel like this person has been committed and dedicated to getting through whatever sort of phase that maybe they were a little naive at first, that it'd be easier or something like this, and it's like, oh yeah, you're right, it wasn't as easy as I thought, and so maybe this person wanted to put on a show here that I'm not scared or it's easier than I thought, so they didn't ask for as much help as they could have, or didn't want to seem like they needed more help, and so it's like, I'll show you. But then it's like they were out there and they're like, man, it wouldn't have meant less if I would have expressed how I was feeling and how difficult it might have been really for me to go through this. I didn't have to go through it alone. I didn't have to push out pile one or put on a show or pretend like it was all easy or whatever. But in doing this, there is growth that was experienced. I feel like this person is coming into their experience being integrated into this lesson and this breakthrough this person is having into adulthood. And so I feel like if this person just hasn't talked to you in a while, or they went quiet, it's like they're really focused on this growth. Okay, but I do feel this person misses you. I do feel this person loves you. I do feel this person has very good control over their finances. And I also feel like this person has a happiness as well in this newfound empowerment that they have in their own world. Like, they feel empowered. And I feel like this person might still be trying to figure out sort of what their long-term plan is. But for the most part, I feel like this person is flexible enough to kind of go and learn wherever they're being guided. I do feel there's a lot of purple here, and with this received messages from spirits, I feel like this person in this experience has also connected to something divine, like spiritual. Like, they might have taken up prayer or something, or just more humbled. And it's like, I connect through nature here and really sort of see beyond myself, because you know how teenagers and children are very much, specifically teenagers, they can get very, one track mind. It's all about them and everything about them. But it's like, goes beyond me. There's like all the people who raised me, all the people who I admired. And I also feel there's a message here of this person wanting to know if you're okay, like financially. Like, I don't know if you gave this person money, or they're appreciating that you supported them while they were, I don't know, like setting up maybe financially, or you helped them find a place, or there's some like appreciation here for the support you gave this person. And this person feels like they're really recognizing like the importance in life, family, friends, and their truest nature, rather than maybe they were, I don't know, just more defensive and superficial about trying to prove themselves rather than actually experiencing something here. So I feel like the next time you talk to this person, there might be a change in how this person engages here. I do feel they're surrendering to this adulthood, in a way that's no longer just trying to put on a defensive sort of energy that they know everything, or they're a know-it-all, or they don't need any help. And it's like, I'm open, I'm open to hearing what you have to say. Your advice was great. I appreciate all you did. I now look back in hindsight at what you were trying to do with me, or how you were trying to show me a lesson and I didn't listen, or that sort of thing, And so I feel like there's this wanting to let you know that they appreciate this part of you, that even if they didn't show it at the point in time, it's now recognized. And yeah, like I feel like this person also knows they're not like in full adulthood or fully stable yet in some sort of fixed way, because I feel they're still trying to find their way. But I feel like the basics are sorted through. I'm not living like off of scraps, so I have my financial needs met. I have a place to stay. I feel I could stay on top of my health and my schedule, and I feel like things are together for me, and it might have taken this person a little bit of time to do this. And I feel like there was some maybe difficulty, and like, I don't know, like, I'm hearing like there was some issue with clothes or laundry. I don't know if this is significant for someone, but something happened with clothes or laundry. This might be something they're going to communicate to you, or they had to wear the same clothes for some time or something like this, or they just couldn't find a place to launder their clothes. Now, this could just be symbolic of the ego, because the clothes could be the thing we're wearing as like a protective version of us, so we can portray an image, and we want our parent or a person to be proud of us if we have respect. And so this feels to me like that. And the masculine energy that comes through here is, I feel like, because this person's empowered and like taking charge of their world, but it doesn't necessarily have to be like a masculine, like a male child. Okay, but if it is for some of you guys, it's like this person's looking up to their father. And if it's a daughter, then I feel like this daughters looking up to their mother. I feel like it's more of a daughter looking up to a mother for most of you guys. But for some of you guys, it could certainly be like a son looking up to his father. There could be some crisscross, but for the most part, it's like I have a newfound appreciation for seeing myself in you because I can relate with that. You know, when I have a family of my own or when I go through this and that I was being difficult, you know, and for some of you guys, maybe this is you looking back, you know, at how you were engaged with your parent, wanting to communicate something like this. And maybe there was an argument for some of you guys that happened here for some of you guys where it was the last thing they said was, I don't need you, or never mind your advice, or I'm just going to do my own thing, or leave me alone, or you keep telling me what to do, or like this sort of a thing. And then you guys kind of said, well, I got to let them sort of fly the roost, let them do their thing. And so it was like the last time we talked, I wasn't very nice, or it was me just sort of being in my ego. And now all of a sudden it's like I had to humble myself because things started to get difficult and I couldn't call you back to say, hey, now I need money or I need support because I wanted you to think I was doing okay, you know? And now I appreciate all the things you were trying to tell me and all the things you did do and all the things I could see that you were responsible and you were right, or you were, trying to guide me in some way here. But I wasn't being completely honest or truthful. For some of you guys, again, it's pulling through. I don't know why it wants me to repeat it, but if this person is taking some form of writing maybe in school, or it's like they've, I don't know, there's something that they want to write about here or express about from some experience that they had. And maybe it's just the communication. Like, I want to tell you this thing that happened, but I didn't want you to worry, because at the time it's like, if I told you that, because remember I told you this underworld, it's like I had to experience this period of, I don't know, like grinding it out or trying to figure it out on my own. That could be very scary when we leave our home and we think we know everything, right? But it's like I had to be brave. And I had to endure and I had to make some sacrifices here and maybe not do all the things that I wanted to do. And I kind of had an FU attitude, or like I was going to say chip on my shoulder, but it didn't really seem like chip so much as I have something to prove here, Yeah. So this is what this person wants to say. Let's pull some tarot. A very interesting message. I can see maybe why this was wanting to come through today because, as a spirit, I did a love reading yesterday. What more is there to say? But it feels like it's a child who, or just someone with an experience who's excited to share with you and they're doing well. And I don't know, it's a very pleasant message here. So let's see, Spirit. So what does pile one person wants to communicate? Anything further? Pile one needs to know anything I've missed about this messaging here. One more. Pile one, please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile one. Thank you so much, pile one, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing your reading. Hermit, Virgo energy. So this could be a period of isolation, reflection, getting to know oneself. Okay. Also, remember I was telling you I was getting spiritual energy from the purple and this received messages from spirits, like this person's like prayer, but I feel like, I don't know, it's like connecting to self in a deeper way than they have in the past. 6 Pentacles. So, I don't know, you gave them money? Do they want to send you money? Because initially, the very first inkling I got was something about a financial thing. But this is about receiving. And so maybe you gave them financial security while they were out there or sent them something, But I don't know. I feel like they want to give back to you. Like, I appreciate what you gave me. I want to show you or give to you or show you my appreciation in some way here, whether it be with finances or gifts or whatever, to show you that I'm good or appreciative. 9 Cups, I'm doing good. And this is the self-independence, but emotionally happy. It's like I got there on my own and no one could have got here for me. It's something I had to do myself. And so I feel accomplished and I feel happy. We have the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And so this is the light energy. It's like I feel empowered is really what I'm getting here. And I can accomplish something, like someone who's really in their confidence of pursuing what they want and they believe in themselves. Cute. The Devil in reverse. Yeah, there was something here that I feel this person had to experience to break out of old energies that could have been just immature or like their mindset. You know, it's like now I'm in adulthood. I'm no longer thinking like an adolescent. And, you know, maybe there was like immediate choices that I'd make here that were selfish or immature around, you know, whatever, partying or spending my money foolishly or not thinking more long term. And now I've experienced something here. I feel I've freed myself from maybe unhealthy ways of how I was making decisions that weren't allowing me to progress and grow because I've been reflecting and contemplating. Yeah, things are turning better. Turning better, 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel this person's gone through something here. And I don't know that they shared it with you. And I think the first thing, like, you know, when we're leaving home or whatever, and our parents trying to tell us, and we're like, da, 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 da. And then it happens. And then you don't want to tell your parent. It's like, oh my God, this is everything my mom told me was going to happen. Or, you know, and then it's so heavy. And it's like we tried to carry it ourselves. You know, I feel like this person experienced something that was maybe very traumatic at that point in time, but humbling because it's like, I learned my lesson and I'm out of that now. And I'm out of this now. And I learned a lot about myself and it really made me grow up quickly. It gave me confidence. And even though it was really dark and scary, it's like now I can, you know, be in a position to take care of myself. And even if I wanted to help others, I feel confident enough in this, you know, but I couldn't have done it sort of without your support or your belief in me or me understanding something about what you taught me here that's helped me to move through this or to find my way through this challenging thing that could have been difficult to navigate. Yeah, so lessons maybe you taught this person that stayed with them in order how to, you know, make it through. And so if you raise this child, it's like you raised me well so that I could understand these challenges. And so I appreciate this and I want to give back to you my appreciation. So beautiful people, this is your message from this person here. I hope this resonated for you guys. It's very cute. I'd like to hear in the comments if this does resonate. And we do have Capricorn and Virgo energy and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Like I said, we had Leo here and we had Aries energy coming through. We also have Capricorn with the Saturn here. So that should give you guys an idea of some signs with this person. Okay, I will see you at the next one. Bye. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 2. I forgot to mention in the decks that we'll be using this tarot, Modern Witch Tarot deck for clarifying any of the messages here. So what are we looking at? We're looking at the person who has something to say to you, who this person is. Okay, and then we'll look at their message, what they want to say to you. So you guys picked card number 2 with the strategist here. And this pile is going to describe them. Okay, so keep an open mind because we don't know who we're going to hear from. But if this doesn't sound like anyone you know, then it's most likely not your message. And like I said, it could be someone who's passed. It could be an aspect of yourself, your high self. It could be spirit or a spirit guide coming through here. Okay, so I don't know what's come through until we sort of channel what this is. But let's take a look at what this is here. So strategist with this chessboard. I feel this is somebody definitely who maybe you're not talking with at this moment. Okay. And I feel like this person is contemplating making contact with you. I don't know why they're in heavy contemplation. It's almost like maybe whatever's happened between you and this person left things not very good. And it's like, how can I smooth things over? Or how can I look in a certain way when I communicate or say what I'm about to say here to pile number 2. There's a lot of thinking here. I'm getting King of Swords energy, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be their prominent sun, moon, rising sign, but it is one of a lot of mental thought, a lot of planning, a lot of strategizing. How will this go? And it seems almost like analysis paralysis. Maybe this is the same energy we were reading, and I think it was yesterday's pile. Okay, it just doesn't necessarily have to be a love reading here, but I don't know. We'll see. It's just, it seems to me like someone who is really in deep thought, contemplating the best possible outcome. And I almost feel there's a selfish energy here because it's like the best possible outcome for who? I don't know. But I feel like it's a strategy to get in front of you or a strategy for an outcome this person wants. This person could smoke a pipe, might like tobacco, might just like pipe smoking, that's coming through. This person might like to play board games or like video games. There's games coming through here, but I feel like this is the strategy of how. And I feel like, I don't know if this is the queen here. I think it might be. It could be that this person sees you as somebody here who might be, I don't know, maybe has your stuff together, or like who could really just gobble this person up in some way. Like, I don't want to be defeated by you. It's kind of, like I said, like a selfish energy. It's like, I want something, clearly. We'll see what they want to say, but it's like, also, you have the power to defeat me. And with the arms crossed, I'm defensive. So I'm still defensive. I don't want to be hurt, or I don't want to be gobbled up by you in some way here, or something you and I did or said, or there was something here that left me feeling defensive. And now I'm reflecting and thinking of a plan. I don't know, like a plan to get back, but not, I don't feel it's like to get back at you, to hurt you. It's like to get something I want here. What does this person want? I don't know. This person might, I don't know, cooking was coming through here, but I don't know. It kind of went away. So I don't know. Okay, let's see. I also just heard Bill. So Bill could be a name. I don't know. Maybe you guys shared a Bill cooking something. Okay, let's see who this person is. Angel. Oh my goodness. So light attributes. Help those in need with no expectation of return. Shadow attributes. Acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Oh my goodness, that scared me. Let's see. Don Juan. Oh my goodness. Light attributes. Spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. Shadow attributes. Using the power for romantic attraction and for private agenda. I was feeling there was a private agenda here. And it could be you walk the higher ground, or you're walking a higher ground or something, or seen through this person's strategy, or seen through it, or maybe call this person out. Let's see. The vow. Oh my goodness. 54. Or the number 9. So the bird's ascending, which is gaining a new perspective or a higher perspective of something. I feel there maybe you walk, like I said, the higher ground, or you took the higher road here in something. But the vow is a commitment. It's making a promise of sorts here. What are we promising? We have a Maeve with the cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. So cycles could be definitely where we've been repeating certain lessons, or potentially certain experiences with someone here, but emotions comes through as like cups energy. This person feeling emotional here. Let's see. Moon and Saturn. Moon is Cancer, Pisces. So yes, emotions for sure again. And we have 15, which is the devil. There's some form of obsessive thought here. But there's also a lot of emotion coming through with this person. And Saturn is Capricorn. Also 15 is Capricorn. So Capricorn energy coming through strong. And we have Libra with the scales. Something might have been unjust here. This person's thinking of a way to make something just or bring balance to something here. And we have Mercury. So Mercury is the ruling planet for Gemini and Virgo. Number 20 or the number 2. 2 is about balance, duality, choices. Okay, and Mercury is all about manifestation, communication, and it could certainly be talking about time as well. So let's see. who this person is. I'm getting a little bit of what's going on with this person, which maybe will give you an idea of who, but this is what they want to say to you over here. So let's see if I can tap into a little bit more. You know what? I pulled this book out because I do usually get a little bit more when I read these stages that help us to channel. Okay, so in the primitive, it says depression prevents you from moving forward to fulfill your needs and wants. Adaptive emotional maturity leads you towards greater emotional regulation and life satisfaction. Evolving, you amplify emotional balance and skillfully integrate difficult emotions into your problem solving. It seems like needs a problem that needs to be solved, according to this person. A problem with you, a problem they created, a problem going on between you. Okay, in primitive, you are locked in emotional pain. In adaptive, you are learning how to work with emotional pain in a productive way, evolving through diligence and effort. You're becoming an emotionally intelligent person who is adept at teaching emotional intelligence to others. So I have a cycle here. Okay, and then Mercury. I think this message is coming through quite clear now. 20. Primitive. You think you know better, and that everything you say should be adhered to no matter the cost. That's a selfish energy. In adaptive, your command of language and ideas makes you quite persuasive on behalf of a noble cause. Evolving, your words and voice uplift the masses. You are a shining example of words that inspire and illuminate. In conjunct opposition square, primitive, your mind flickers about irritated, never landing anywhere for very long. You speak erratically, impulsively, or brashly and listen inconsistently. Adaptive, the friction inherent in this transit generates the energy of frustration. If you harness this energy, you can communicate important messages with thoughtfulness and deliberation. Evolving, you experience a mental breakthrough. Past communications clarify what needs to be said now. Okay. Very clear. Not everyone's message. Okay, it could definitely be a past lover here. If you don't want to hear from a past lover, then you don't have to. Okay, but you can apply this to your situation, because for everyone it's different. There was a falling out here, I feel, with somebody because they didn't say something, and maybe they weren't showing a level of seriousness or even a commitment to you, or like respect to back you up in something here. Like I'm committed to you, or I am this, I don't know, you can depend on me. I feel like something wasn't said, and I feel like something was unjust in how they did communicate or what they didn't do. So either they didn't listen to you, they didn't stand up for you, they didn't say what they were supposed to at the time. I feel like some of you guys might have even felt used by this person, or they took advantage of you in some way, or they were being selfish in what it was they wanted in that moment, or what they wanted to say and get what they wanted. And then you got left holding the bag here. This person with this angel, I do feel you walked the higher ground in whatever the situation was. So maybe you could have cut this person down, or you could have done a whole bunch of things here, but I feel like maybe you showed grace, maybe you showed respect, and maybe you just sort of turned the other cheek here, and accepted the fact that this person was in whatever energy they were. I feel like for some of you guys, this person could have done this multiple times, like took advantage multiple times, or given multiple chances, like this angel, like trying to see past this person's way. And I don't know, it feels like they might have let you down multiple times here. And so I do feel this person didn't say something and has a difficult time because of a lot of fear in connecting with their emotions. And even still, there's fear here. And they're thinking about you. And this person is thinking about, how can I bring justice? Like, we'll see what their message is, but I do feel there's this, how can I bring justice here to a situation that got kind of all screwed up? And I was feeling it's sort of is a bit selfish here, because I feel like this person wants maybe what they experienced with you, because I do feel it felt good for them at some capacity here, but at the same time, it's like they're recognizing their own behavior here of what wasn't done or said or supported with you has resulted in them not feeling very great about it. And so they're contemplating about, like, how did this version of myself creates this conflict between me and pile one. And I want to smooth over this conflict, but there's still a big but here, because I feel like if you were to engage with this person, I just feel like you've already been hurt, is kind of how I feel, or you've learned the same lesson multiple times, or you've given them multiple chances. So it's like, what is different? They can just strategize here about what exactly, how to woo you back, or how to get you back on this merry-go-round of games. And I don't know, somebody gave them money. Some of you guys slept with this person. Some of you guys supported this person, and it's like, what you got left with, I feel, is empty-handed or betrayed. And it's like this person wants to say the things that are right here, or the things they didn't say. But still very defensive here. And I think this person, why they did what they did, though, I do feel like this person was disconnected from themselves, or like hurting. They might have been very defensive when they were trying to protect themselves. Even though maybe they seem like they were open, they were really defending themselves, or like on guard, or trying to protect themselves. So it's like one show or one way of being here. Some of you guys might share something with music here is coming through. This person might like to wear a lot of dark colors. I'm also seeing like this hair, like short hair. This Don Juan also has very similar hair. So, let's see. What does this person want to say? If you feel like somebody sort of did you dirty, this is the person who did you dirty. If you don't want to hear from them, then maybe not your message, okay? But we'll see. Fertility 27, or the number 9. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. Beautiful. So we have confusion here with the wizard, and the wizard is going back and forth. So what's a wizard? A wizard could be a magician trying to, because we were getting that Mercury, which is about communication, but make something. But magician, it could be a very selfish type energy, because it's like we're trying to create something for ourselves, our best interest in some way here. Fertility is giving birth to something. Same with the magician. We have this phantasmal killer. Wow. So this green, I'm kind of seeing like envy or jealousy or something like this. These green monsters. Green smoke. Did this person say something vile? Hurtful? I felt for a lot of you guys, this person didn't say or back you up. But I feel for some of you guys, this person might have even said something that was mean at one point here. That might have ended your relationship, or like caused it to be the final straw here. Blade, yeah, conflict, injury, apprehension. So maybe you're apprehensive now. Like they said something, you cut them off. Or they cut themselves off because of their own action here. There's pain here. Monkey, bring more playfulness. So the magician, monkey, this is this trickster sort of energy here. But what is this playfulness about? It's like they want to lighten the mood here with something very serious that got created here. Mouse, release worry. Okay, self-explanatory. So I'm getting earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Lots of Virgo with the magician. And we have second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So this is the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is the house of emotions, and also sexual energy. How to be intimate and share, express ourselves. So 36, or the number 9. 9 is Virgo energy, more Virgo coming through. And here we have the red and white rose, number 59. The number 14 is Temperance, which is healing, Sagittarius. And this card is about, well, we see the healing with the serpent and then the white rose. It's like they don't bleed into each other. The rose stays white, and it's almost like pure, like this angel. And then this snake is red, but it doesn't contaminate the rose. Something about healing, something about having your own autonomy from this person or sun, divine masculine energy. So fertility, normally I would read as Empress, but source could be, masculine, which is fertility in some way here. So we have this masculine, and one is Magician again, new beginning, lots of Magician energy, lots of Mercury energy. Really want to talk to you, really want to make something happen here. And this sun is giving me this playfulness. I want it to be like before, where we had joy and I got to experience joy, 10 wands. I just heard this is killing me. So I think maybe you cut someone out here. It is like very heavy for this person here. Hunting for survival. Oh my goodness. It's a matter of life and death. 10 wands of burden. Choice. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition. Eliminate everyone else's input and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. So one's pointing backwards, one's pointing forwards. And we have the inner power. So inner power could be looked at as masculine energy, getting empowered, and to get empowered, we have to find the strength from within. So Leo energy coming through, Aries energy with masculine energy. Let me tap into this energy, see what this person wants to say if you want to hear from this person. Okay, definitely feel like you and this person are in no contact. You might have cut this person out or due to their own action here. They let you down. Whatever they did here wasn't good. Okay, and I feel like maybe there were even lies or they said something not good, but I feel like they should have said and should have fixed and should have brought justice to a situation where they let you down. So I feel like this person's been burdened since then, and this person's really thinking and heavy thought about you because I think this person really wants things to be happy, happy between you and them. It's like, I need to take action. I'm the only one here that can make something happen. But it's like piggybacking on you because they see you as somebody, again, angelic, pure, walking the higher road here. And it's like, I felt really warm in your presence and your energy. And so being apart from you or cut out of your life is very heavy. And so I kind of want to, I don't know, like attach myself to you in some way here, and to do what? So like, I don't feel like this is to bring you anything. It's like, so that I don't feel burdened apart from you. So I don't feel this stress when I'm away from you. And so if this person could repeat something with you, I feel this person would, and that's not very good, but it's almost like either we stay in the past or we move forward here. And I feel like the only way that this person could be welcomed in your world, or at least maybe they're understanding that if there were to be a change here in this dynamic, it would be this person would have to only look forward or move forward or make a decision that maybe they've been not doing or dragging their feet. And so they're trying to keep things still in the past, but experience you in this present moment. But it's like they're not ready. They still need to heal or make a choice. And I feel like this person has been trying to build up the courage to talk to you. And maybe it's like, I know maybe I'm not ready, or I don't want to face the fact that I'm not ready or have not decided something, but I also don't want to be a part or carry on here without, like talking to you, seeing where you're at and seeing if there's a chance for me to create something here or have some dialogue with you. And so I'm trying to find the courage to break this no contact or to come into your presence here and maybe share with you something, but I don't know if it'd be appreciated, welcomed. And I feel like maybe my presence here would create more disharmony here or be something that could make things even worse. And so this is why the strategist. because I feel like there's a damned if I do and damned if I don't. But one damned if I don't is like damned for me, because I worry, I want to see you, I want to enjoy the sunlight, and maybe you provided me with something here that I took advantage of, or that I really like. With the 10 wands could even be this passion. You know, if it was sexual energy, it's like we were in contact and you provided me with this beautiful energy. And now all of a sudden I'm strategizing because I either stay in that doghouse, if you will, okay, or if I come forward here, I could make things even worse now, and then for sure be kind of out in the cold here, because I'm still being selfish rather than dealing with the thing here that is going to take inner power for me to resolve or reflect back on myself. There's some sort of reflecting back on self that needs to happen here. So this person needs to take action on. You know, but it's like, I want to create with you, but we can't create with someone when we're still not carrying the weight, or like we have something else we're carrying, I feel, here with this person. So it's like you'd have to carry the weight. This person can't carry the weight. I think this person really wants a way to come back into your good graces, find the right words to ease back into whatever it is that's going to diffuse a situation, and no expense to them, is what it seems like here. And they're very worried here that they might never see you again, or that this parting of ways is too much that they can't handle here. So it's like, I'll try to soften this a little bit here. And this person also might feel, for some of you guys, like because of that angel energy, maybe they know that there's a side of you here that might be very angry or vengeful in some way now, because I feel like this person might have just did one thing too many, and they're like, man, pile number 2 is going to unleash, you know, like really unleash, like make it official here and really like cut me off. And so this is the strategist, damned if I do, damned if I don't. It's like, I have to communicate something, but if I don't come with the right words and say and do the right things, you're going to definitely say something here to officially cut me off. And so there's a part of this person that needs to be vulnerable and trust how they're going to express, but it's going to take some humility and some, you know, diving in deep here and making some decision here that I feel they haven't quite done yet. You know, they might have to cut something out in their world here in order to be free to build and to communicate. But it's like, I feel this person wants to attach to you. So let's see, Spirit, what am I reading here for pile number 2? This person who wants to talk to pile number 2. For pile 2's person who wants to talk to pile 2, what more can we communicate here and channel in regards to pile 2's person and what they want to say to pile 2 at this time? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 2. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 2. Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Lots of Virgo came through. Capricorn. Got the Devil. Let me grab a card here that's going to cover up the nudity. Manifest. Look, Magician energy again. Dream deep and ask for what you want. Magician. Magician, magician, magicians left, right, and center. The magician, like I said, could be trickster energy when it is really self-focused. So we have the Devil in reverse. There's an obsessiveness here as well. And here I feel your energy with this Queen Pentacles. It's like you're okay on your own. Like this white rose. Beautiful, grounded energy. Maybe you're manifesting something for yourself, and I'm not a part of it. So let's see, Spirit, what is it that pile number 2's person wants to communicate? The Cups. You walked away. You will walk away. You have walked away. I saw you walk away. Or I walked away, and now I gotta sort of face the music here. 10 Swords. So something might have not have officially closed, or there's not official closure here in some way with this 10 swords, I do feel these two here. Yeah, look at this. Someone ghosted or ran with the Knight of Swords and the Lovers in reverse. Lovers, again, a connection here. Inspire. There's a fire inside you burning brighter than the sun. Oh my goodness. Brighter than the sun. I do feel we need these, but I don't feel it right now. We'll see. Let's get these two cards here. Somebody ghosted. I feel like there was no closure or something ended here in a connection because somebody did the wrong thing. Look at this King of Swords, the strategist again. Some of you guys might be same sex, but this could really be signifying two passive sort of energies. Very passive. And it's like there's a need for sun energy, you know, for someone to manifest something here. And it's like I'm passive. Although, I mean, swords is masculine and there's a lot of thoughts, but I feel like it's a lot of just like thinking and thinking and thinking. But I feel there's two feminines here. Yeah, 5 wands. Conflicted. Conflicted about walking away, or you're going to walk away, or should I walk away? And there's the Justice, something that was unjust, Libra energy. And then there's the Knight of Wands in reverse. So before we see these, what's going on? This is confirming here that there was something here between you and this person. And for all of you guys fitting into your story, there could still be a form of needing closure in some way to something that didn't close out fully, or there's fear that you might be too far gone or too removed from this person. And it's like, there's a ghosting, there's not confronting, there's a running away, there's something falling apart, there's somebody in devil energy, which is maybe they made the wrong decision or they chose wrong or they were impulsive in some way. I feel there's obsessive thoughts. I feel like there's someone really wanting this manifestation of something to go in a certain way, and they're strategizing and thinking about, how can I take action on this with pile number 2? You know, but if I do say the wrong thing, and if I don't, again, like this choice, deal with potentially this devil thing, because I feel there's something here, a decision that needs to be made. This is also about decisions. A decision that wasn't made, or a decision that was made poorly. It needs to be dealt with, confronted, or something of the past, discussed or taken action on in order for there to be some form of transformation. And it's like, if I don't do it proper, then there could be you walking away forever, or I'm conflicted about what this looks like, you know, like there is a lot of challenge here. And it could be that you were seeing something in one way and this person acted in a different way. And so we had two understandings that's just created us not agreeing. So I do feel there was an argument, somebody walked away, or somebody's ghosted. And now it's, yeah, how do I bring balance here? How do I show up here? I'm not sure. So let's see. What does these cards want to say then? 2 Pentacles. I didn't prioritize you, or I'm still making a decision. Making a decision. Ace of Cups. New beginning in love. Strength. I need to find the inner strength here. The courage to face you, to face the music, to face making this decision, to deal with what I need to in order to have a new beginning. But 1 cup. There's not 2. So what? It's selfish. I want to receive, maybe, you know. So I still can't prioritize, and I want to decide. I want to receive, or I want my cup filled. 3 wands. Move forward, expand, things to get better. And the Page of Cups, and I'm sorry. So I am sorry that I might experience challenge here. I am sorry I'm not getting my cup. I am sorry that I can't get into calmer waters. I don't see here, I'm sorry I hurt you. I see somebody who feels maybe the situation created an unjust situation. Maybe they feel abruptly that you walked away or cut them out, and it's like, this was unfair. You know, but subconsciously there's obviously this knowing that, I mean, with the angel, like, you were walking the higher ground, and I was this Don Juan taking advantage. I feel like someone feels they took advantage of you, but I don't feel they're being honest with themselves, or it's emotionally getting to this person. And I don't know that they've admitted it to themselves, if I got to be honest. And now my throat's, yeah, look at this. Oh my God, my throat chakra's closing up completely. I took advantage of you and your niceness. but I still want to take advantage of you. Yet they're not saying this, but the energy is saying this, you guys, because look, as long as I'm here, I'm taking advantage of you. And what does this here mean? This means in this devil hold. As long as I don't make the choice or this decision or this offer, this commitment to, or was the offer to you, like official commitment here, then you're still just an option here, and it's still, I don't know, I can't move forward. So now I'm strategizing. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't, and I'm very conflicted about this. And for some of you guys are conflicted, like, do I just then walk away and leave this situation because I am the strategist and you're this like angel, and my strategy here is something that is maybe manipulative in some way with that Don Juan, you know, and I don't know, I can't find the inner courage to face the music of what I did. But this person wants a new beginning with the Magician, with all the ones. New beginning, new beginning, new beginning with ones. They want an opportunity to create with you, but one is also Fool energy with the new beginning, and I feel like Fool is repeating a cycle. You know, it's the beginning of the major arcana. I want to go and have this experience again with you, but it's what experience? You fill my cup again. I only come with this one cup, and it's imbalanced. You give to me. You know, I attach to you and your purity here in my devilly ways. Okay, I think I'm repeating myself. So this person's just thinking, and this is sort of what they want to say, is like, I'm sorry for how it ended, but sorry that I'm on the outs here in some way. Do we feel we need to hear one more thing from this person? Maybe. Let's see. Spirits, any final words here that pile number 2 then should know, needs to know, or that I'm missing about this message? Final message. What am I missing? What is it that pile 2's person might want to say, or anything that pile 2 needs to know that I've missed? 10 swords. Everything is fine. An ending. I think you're fine. I think something closed and you're just like, yeah, everything's fine. Closure. Ooh, tiddly 2. Closure. Eclipse. Celebrate cycles. Look at that cycle. You close the cycle. You're done. Done, done, diddly done. This person knows, or at least they might not realize that you're closed something with them that was on repeat here, and you're fine with this. And so you've moved on, and this person does not like it because you've moved away. So yeah, there you are in all your power, the Empress, divine feminine energy. Setting a boundary, knows your self-worth, valuable, loving, compassionate, creating her own future. I feel this person is attached to you and wants to hang on to you. But I feel like they missed out here, because I do feel like you're done with this world. You're finished that part of that karmic lesson or that phase in your world. And I feel you feel free here with celebrate, you know, like this, the cycle is closed. And the eclipse, I feel like there was a shadowy part here that you were needing to put behind you, that you had to find your own closure. You had to make your own closure because of this person, I don't know, ghosted, walked, ran, didn't confront. And so it is sort of what it is as far as you're concerned here. And so maybe this is their own perspective, seeing that you're like thinking everything is fine, and here they're like, you know, worried about you moving on without this person in some way here. So this is your message, beautiful angels. We have Libra and some Taurus here. So do what you will. If you're pulled to another pile, I will see you there. All right, bye-bye. Hello, hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 3. I forgot to mention at the beginning, we'll also be using the Modern Witch Tarot deck for the tarot to get some clarifying questions we might have in this reading a little later. Let me put that over there. So you guys picked pile number 3 with the Metamorph for your card. And we're looking at who this person is. And you're going to keep an open mind, because we don't know who this person is. We might expect to hear from someone, but we don't know. Like I said in the intro, this could be somebody who's crossed over, someone you're not expecting to hear from, or someone maybe that you know has something to say to you, you know. But either which way, we'll look at this. Okay, and if this doesn't sound like someone you know, then chances are this isn't your message. You can go to another pile or another reading, okay, and then this will be what they want to say to you. So let's take a look. Metamorph. This is like the death card in the tarot, or like the Ouroboros. You know, it's like it is transitioning, also transforming, and it's going from one phase to another. Okay. So Scorpio energy coming through here. We see the night and the moon. So there could be a lot of sort of, I don't know, like dreamy energy here. You know, I'm tapped into the dream space here with this nighttime, and this looks like a griffin of sorts or some sort of bird animal. You know, and here the bottom half almost looks like a jester or like a joker, which could be Fool energy, Aquarius energy. So I'm getting Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Aquarius. It doesn't have to be Sun, Moon, Rising, but this is the energy pulling through here. Who is this person? Now let's see, because like I said, it could even be a message from higher self or subconscious energies, because I'm not really picking up a person so much yet. But we'll see. Child, orphan, light attributes, independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Shadow attributes, feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. This is your inner child wanting to come forward. Some part of your subconscious wanting to come forward. It could be someone else's subconscious communicating this. You know, fear of an abandonment here, something being revealed to you potentially here, or something really going through a transformation, something you're healing of your inner child. Let's see. Detective, light attributes, great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. Shadow attributes, voyeurism and falsifying information, seeing through something that was hidden before. We can now see it, or we're trying to make sense of it, or it's finally making sense in some way or being revealed to you. Venom, 63, or the number 9. 9 is hermit energy, which is all about knowing yourself. It is doing shadow work. But the Venom card could be about saying things that are hurtful, you know, and when we say things, we're taking action. And sometimes we act out of subconscious, like our inner child is hurt. So we say things, we do things that could be very hurtful to us or other people when we're not identifying where it's coming from, where that pain comes from. Sarasvati with the arts. Express yourself through creative activities. So self-expression is definitely coming through here, but what is this? A more channeled way of expression that's healthy, through playing music or creativity, but this is more about our unique self-expression that might be more authentic with the white dress rather than subconsciously sort of spewing things in the shadow. Neptune, Pluto, 63. So that's card number 9. And 9 is, like I said, hermit energy. 9 is about fruition, completion, fulfillment. 9 is also moon energy. Moon could talk about our emotions or subconscious. It's feminine energy, fears. And let's take a look at what's this 63 about, because this book gives us a good indication of the different aspects. So we have in primitive, you're drowning in delusions of addictive power. Adaptive, you're showing everyone that powerful sacrifice means, what powerful sacrifice means in terms of raising consciousness. Evolving, you're a Buddha Vista and have realized the impermanence of life. You model unconditional regard for every moment and every person. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's tap into this energy, shall we? Okay. I think this is your own energy, you guys, like your inner child or something being revealed to you about an aspect of yourself. Okay, if this is someone else, then maybe this is someone around you that's coming into this realization. But you take it into context here. I don't really feel like it's someone like consciously aware of making this communication. We'll see what the communication is. But I feel like there's an understanding here of going through an experience, a journey, and where we started off very naive and maybe very much in the dark or confusion or in a lot of fear. And there was a lot of subconscious actions, like still asleep in the matrix world in a way here. Like I still wasn't awakened or still wasn't conscious of my decisions and what I was doing and saying. And so now there's this experience that we've gone through, a journey of sorts or some form of revelation. And we're really tapping into our inner child here. And so there was a part of the inner child that was hanging on to some experience that was getting in the way of now, the present moment, of having delight or experiencing something fully conscious, because there's a lot of fear. And there might have been fear in really tapping into my emotions, or fear in being abandoned, and it manifested in different ways. So I might have developed these attachment styles. So different attachment styles, depending on if we don't want to be abandoned. It's like when I was a child, I experienced something. Okay. Now, a child could just be past energy. When my energy was younger, okay, past life, past time, a situation that's happened to me that got trapped in time here, where the experience created this coping mechanism. And the coping mechanism for everyone is different. So some people we develop where I have to be in control of myself. And so therefore I don't let anyone in, because if I let someone in, they disappoint me, then it triggers these disappointments of the past. And so I fear letting people in. So I'm dismissive and avoidant. Okay. And for some people, this develops as I get very anxious and attached. And so I don't want to be abandoned here. And so I do things here in order to be accepted and approved. And so I show up, or I invest in a way here, because it's like I don't want to be left or seen as not good enough. And so whatever this child that was reaching out to be not abandoned in some way or understood from the inside was creating a lot of havoc in a current situation. So I was saying things that maybe I didn't mean, or I was going through a journey of seeing and experiencing, witnessing, observing myself doing things here that I never noticed before, that was really driven by this pain or this suffering or this need to address my emotions. And so I feel like there's the truth in expressing myself authentically that I never had the opportunity to do, because the fear was at the helm, or me avoiding this abandonment was at the helm. And so it really dictated how I would speak and how I would show up and what sort of consequences were happening, because as a result of me maybe saying mean things, or maybe pushing people away, or maybe trying to keep people in my world at all costs here, where I was, not treated very well. And maybe I repeated a lot of cycles with this fool, or like I was still very young in my energy of development. But there's this transition, and this transition is seeing through the illusion of who we thought we had to be, or the fears that were really keeping us in place, to really experience what we're deserving of. And what are we deserving of? I think we're identifying and understanding. I'm deserving of being loved. And there is no one out there that's going to fill anything here, as my email confirms, fill anything here in a way that's going to pull at my energy. There goes my email again. Pull at my energy, that's going to dictate to me whether, I'm feeling sort of at the mercy of what someone out there, what anything out there is going to dictate. I don't feel this fear and this abandonment is driving me, because I can see it within myself now. I can acknowledge or tap into this. And so when we see it, it doesn't necessarily mean we've healed it. And I don't know where you're at or where this person is at with this healing, but I feel like it is a transition. Okay. And I feel like with this dream state or this thing, I feel like this is the subconscious. This is the sleepy part of us. This is the unconscious pain part of us that takes the wheel. It's on program. And if it's not identified and addressed and acknowledged, it keeps manifesting in our world. And I feel like we experienced something we didn't like, pain we didn't like. And so if we didn't say anything here with the venom, it's like the actions that happened and that precipitated from this unhealed thing created tension or created a division or created conflict in my world here. And so I feel like, I don't know, we want to express peace, and we want to be very supportive and authentic to who we are. We don't want to be supportive of a pain or a trauma of the past. We want to enforce and support our inner child that's healthy to get different results here, that feels more safe and feels more reflective of who we are, you know, because we're not our pain, we're not our trauma, we're not our abandonment wound. We are capable of expressing things here in a beautiful way, but we don't realize it until we connect to it. So yeah, let's take a look. What is this person then wants to say? Is this your inner child wants something to say to you? Maybe congrats for seeing this, or maybe some advice of what you can do in your situation. I don't know. Let's see. So we have compulsion. Oh my goodness. So we could have been repeating patterns here with compulsion. Like there was a compulsive program that was on autopilot doing things here. We felt we needed to do it. It was compulsive. And we're identifying there's this blue light. So what's blue? Blue is self-expression. Lots of blue here. The throat chakra. So I can express myself, but authentically, you know, and the venom is the hurt expressing. So it's not authentic. It's the trauma expressing. So it's like, what does the true self really want to say? What does the true self really want? What does the inner child want to express? Let's see. Divine feminine. Oh my goodness. Feminine energy. So the frequency of divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and the soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. So this is very soft energy. This is being able to receive and give love unconditionally, maybe to ourselves for the very first time. 21 or the number 3. 3 is about growth and relationships. It's also Empress energy. Okay, Empress is Taurus Libra energy. So we're getting the purse, privacy, finances, and a windfall. But look at this. It's cut open and all these pentacles are falling out. The pouch. The material world is now being revealed to us differently, or we're releasing something here in this material world that maybe we were carrying around with us, or we had to hold on to something that now we're able to release. It's almost like a freedom I'm feeling here almost, you know. But purse could symbolize ego, because the purse is something we sort of dress up with, you know. But it was holding on to something, I feel, that's being released here. Or maybe we even felt, sorry, I feel here this, we'll channel what the main message is, but I feel like there's this, maybe we were losing parts of ourselves, you know, our value, like we were giving away our value every time we acted in shadow. So parts of my value was always being taken away, or there was a hole in my bucket that it felt like I couldn't fill. And so I kept taking from others, or like needing from others, or like this thing. And it's like, no, it needs to come from within. Because as long as we have this hole, or feel we have a hole, we keep seeping out to things of value, our self-worth, love. You know, we can't attain love and foster it from within. It's like we're trying to grab something that is going to keep eluding us in some way. Bull, step forward. So Taurus energy here, but this is an assertive energy. And I'm getting this venom because a bull isn't very gentle. You know, a bull is very assertive and powerful energy here. Dolphin, open up to emotional healing. Where do I put this? Let's put this here. So dolphins symbolize love. I'm seeing one love, one dolphin, which could be self-love. That really is what I'm feeling here. Cornucopia, beautiful. Look at this. So I don't know if this is a 2 or an 11. Okay, but 11's a master number. It's about sign, symbol, synchronicities, the encouragement to keep going here. But Cornucopia is giving me this divine feminine empress energy. She's always showing with a bunch of fruit and abundance here. There's a lot of abundance to be had. And here it was falling out. Here it feels like it's readily available. Full time could be significant as well here. Okay, like Thanksgiving could symbolize a point in time of an experience of something here in the autumn. And here we have the peacock's tail. So peacock to me gives me this ego energy with peacock, because peacock, is always sort of flashing its tail. But this goes back to this expression. Which one was expression? Oh yeah, here. Because the peacock expresses itself and its beauty, and it's seen for all its diversity here. And maybe we're understanding, like we've seen with this, looking through this book of something that was closed. So this is seeing things from all different sort of perspectives or understanding. So we're seeing ourselves, understanding ourselves. I'm getting Pisces energy from that. And we have silver, 25, or the number 7. So silver is second class, not gold. So you might have not felt good enough or seen or appreciated by your own self, or inner child might have felt like not gold. 7's about the chariot energy, which is Cancer, and that's a need to integrate shadow, to be balanced, to have victory, success. 5 Pentacles with the 5 diamonds. And this is from the edible wilderness. It says edible plants, stinging nettle. So it's the type of plants we can eat or not eat, whether they're poisonous or not. Stinging nettle. Well, that's not good. So we might have been doing something to ourselves here, but 5 Pentacles could be, again, like the loss, right? Like this is losing Pentacles. 5 Pentacles being at a loss in some way, feeling maybe victim or second class here. Focus. You're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working and towards what is. Paying extra attention to where you place your focus is the first step towards creating an amazing life. The intuitive eye. This is kind of giving me an eye as well. It's kind of Wheel of Fortune energy. I feel this is talking about a situation you might be dealing with right now. Play. With the tree. Tree could be Emperor energy. Stability and the security of something. Okay, let me tap into what this is, okay, because it is a message, and it could be a message from your inner child, or let's see. Okay, so however you resonated with this person, being you, someone around you, whatever it was, I do feel it is all about an internal thing that's happening within someone. Okay, so I'm going to read this like it's your internal self, something you've seen here connected to, and it is an ability for you to really connect to your own emotions and self-love. And I feel it's talking about a situation that you're dealing with actually here. Okay, and I feel like it goes hand in hand, because I feel like there is some, what's the right word? There is something that highlighted to you a need to take action, to step forward, to do something here. And so I feel like this reading is more of a confirmation, because you might have been not sure, am I moving in the right direction? Am I going towards something that is going to be fulfilling? And I feel like Spirit is confirming to you, yes. I think you were dealing in a situation here that didn't make you feel valued, or didn't allow you to, I don't know, like really shine here, And it wasn't that it wasn't letting you shine. It was like I was under one energy that might have not have seen myself in the best way to express myself in the best possible way that I know is truer to me. And so I was, I don't know, like either thinking I was worth less, or acting like I was worth less, or putting up with less. And maybe for some of you guys, I wasn't taking myself seriously, And so I was kind of just, I don't know, like maybe playing in someone else's shadow, or playing to someone else's tune, or drinking someone else's venom or poison, or what someone else told me about myself was what I was buying, or someone else's story was what I was playing. Whatever it was here, I felt under the thumb of someone or something, or I don't know, but part of yourself was just sort of seeping away here. And so I feel like Spirit is talking about you identifying and seeing something within self, connecting to your own self-love, giving yourself self-love. stepping into your power. And for some of you guys, maybe you had to put a boundary up with someone here, or maybe you had to really open up to what it's like to give and receive love from an open emotional space here, which required you to heal a part of your inner child that was dealing with abandonment here. And so with compulsion, it might have been something that was very difficult to break. I have a compulsive need to be this way, or to feel this way, or to do this thing that I always do, and I always end up losing out or missing out. And it's like we keep getting the same results and it doesn't feel good because I feel like we keep getting out in the cold. And it's like, why do I never feel good enough or valued or seen in gold? I'm always like second fiddle, or I might have seen myself this way, or people were making me feel like I was not good enough. I don't know. But either which way here, it's like there's an energy here of you taking action in a certain way, or maybe you're contemplating, should I go in this direction? Should I do this thing? It's like, yes, like step forward, get focused, get real, see yourself in this way, because this is the truth. You're abundant here. You're not someone second class. You're not someone here who's, depleting of energy. You're not worthy of all abundance things here. You're worthy of love, and you're worthy of being loved, giving love, receiving love. And it really is something that needs to be stemmed from the inside here and recognized within you and healed within you. And I feel like this, by taking action in this way, whatever you're planning or you already did, because again, for all of you guys are somewhere different, it's going to reinforce this decision. It's going to stitch up this hole in your pouch, and so normally I go and I do something compulsively to keep filling my pouch instead of just sewing this up and then dealing with it differently here. It's like I kept doing, did I just do that? Ooh, I did do that. Oopsie. Tiddly toodly. Just cut this pouch again. So instead of just sewing up this pouch and dealing with things differently here. So it could be abundant for me, because you deserve abundance. You were leaking abundance here by your compulsive action or your way of engaging. Your way of engaging was hurt. Your way of engaging was not great, whether, again, you were suppressed or you were outwardly lashing out, or whatever your form of thing that you would do. It was the hole in your bucket or your pouch, or the slice in your pouch. And so that's the poison that was keeping the situation or yourself, that you were needing to really deal with. And no one else could sort of deal with it other than you. And this is very healing when you take action. This is going to be very healing for you when you take action, or that you have taken action, and you'll find that it's going to repair a lot of stuff here. And you're going to look and see yourself differently and a situation differently. And I feel like things will spin better here with this Wheel of Fortune. It's like, I should have seen this or did this sooner, because I'm feeling joy. I'm having fun. I'm experiencing the up of this wheel rather than the lower end of the wheel, or feeling left out. It's like I'm deserving and worthy of expressing and seeing and experiencing fun and joy. And so I see myself different. I see, like, let's say, for example, this might be a connection, like a relationship. And it's like, I always sort of felt I was on the giving end, or felt never good enough. And it's like, so I feared this, but now that I've decided to move ahead or to commit to my decision of whatever I did, it's like, man, why didn't I just do this sooner? Or like, why didn't I become single sooner? Like, just leave a situation that was not good for me. Like, there's so much happiness here in the decision you're about to make, or that you've been contemplating making. And maybe there's a lot of hesitancy about this, like, but I don't want to be alone, or because again, it's the abandonment, or like, but I'm so used to being alone. But whichever side we fall on, it's like we're very attached to that, because that's the route we always take. So I always shut people out, or I just never feel good enough to be in connection, or I just keep giving. And I always feel like I'm not good. And it's like, no, you are. You're absolutely abundant here. And I feel like this abundance is ready for you. It's always been here. It's always there. I was waiting for your transformation, for you to see this, for you to get serious about your own beauty here, because only you can see this from within yourself. and connect to that. And so, yeah, like I said, if this is your own sort of finding, then you're about to make a decision that you've been contemplating or you have just. And so it's affirming yes, 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 and more yes. Okay, and if this is somebody you're dealing with, maybe there's been a challenge here because this person has been challenged in some sort of child wounding here that's left things feeling not good. And so this transition is like from this Fool energy to this transitional time where we're dealing with this shift and seeing things differently and things becoming much better and much more in color. And so they might have been very, like with this black and white, like 5 pentacles, like left out in the shadows, dark, cold, to bright, joyful, playful. Very different energy. Like even this, like look at this, colorful, joyful, sunny day. This is dark. So let's pull some tarot here and see, although I do feel this is your message, interesting messaging. So like I said, it wasn't really someone saying something, but I'm used to that by now. Let's see. Spirit, for pile number 3, the person that wanted to talk to pile 3 and communicate whatever was coming through. What is it that I've missed here? Expressing self. Look at this. Knight of Cups and Queen of Swords. So I'm unsure. Like I said, some of you guys might be unsure about a decision or not seeing your way through something. It's like, I got to make a decision, but I don't know that I can see my path. But I'm going to take action or express myself anyway. And Spirit saying this is the right action to follow your heart, follow what feels right, move in that direction, even if you're not certain or see or understand. I think you don't see or understand just yet, or we didn't see your beauty even, or how we could get there. There wasn't a clear path. 10 Swords, an end to a way of being. Look, everything is fine. So if we're hesitant, because in order to make a decision, we have to end something or close something out. It's like, but everything will be fine. Like we need to close something out in order to have a new beginning. And I think Spirit is really confirming this closure of a way of being that might have been an anticipated pain, but more anticipated, the Empress in reverse. So I need to know how to give and receive love. We're blocked here with the Empress in reverse. She didn't see her value. She didn't understand her self-worth. And if it's not a she, it's like the part of me, whether I'm masculine or feminine, that could receive love because it didn't feel worthy without doing something, or just it felt second class, is like, this is the part we couldn't overcome or see our way through. So I couldn't express fully, or I didn't know how to engage with love. Look at courage, strength. So I face my fear. I say what I need to say. I do what I need to do. I lean into my courage to make moves based on how I feel, express myself, end what I need to. I put that behind me and everything's fine. Look at that. 2 cups, a relationship, balance. So some of you guys end a relationship in order to find someone that shows you your value. And some of you guys put something to an end so that you can experience a relationship for the first time, that it makes you feel good. But this is a relationship. This is 2 halves sharing the same values, okay? Showing up here in a very balanced, beautiful way. And I feel, like I said, if we don't, have the courage to deal with the abandonment, to put an end to certain ways of being, then we can't experience this 2 cups. And we forever stay sort of in the dark or in not experiencing the abundance. And so this is the 9 wands, which is about the wounded warrior. And under that, we have 6 pentacles in reverse. So this is a card of being defensive, putting up our walls, but it's also the resilient warrior, the spiritual warrior that doesn't give up. I feel like there's something here, a situation that's been challenging. We might have been very guarded, or we felt we had to protect ourselves. But whatever this is, I feel like we're able to deal with this situation. We have 1 wand left from this 9 wands. And so what do we want to do with the wand? Do we want to throw in the towel? Or do we want to fight? And I think the decision is yours here. And I feel like whatever you experienced was not balanced, because we either had a block in giving or a block in receiving, because we couldn't connect to our own value. And so with this 1 wand, I think you make the decision. what I got to put an end to in order to show up here or to close out so that I can find happiness for me. But all I do know now and what I see here is that imbalanced situations don't result in anything except for stagnancy and indefensiveness and guardedness. And this doesn't feel very good, And so I got to put an end to being defensive or guarded or imbalanced. And this feels good. This feels really good. So this is what you're heading towards by showing courage, by expressing yourself, by moving towards this, closure and this new beginning for yourself, And I think there's just a lot of fear when we do something different because we can't see that our decision is right. And we're still not, able to really connect to what we're worthy of. And so I feel like by doing this is where we find and see and experience this. But without doing this, we sort of stay scared or stay in old energy in the dark, not seeing. All right. So we have Leo and we have Taurus, Libra, and we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So beautiful angels, this is your reading. It's beautiful. I think this is a part of yourself or someone around you, like I said, but it's what is being sort of actioned, I guess, if you will, and this is an expression of emotions. And so maybe someone isn't, really maybe using words, but expressing how they feel and acting on how they feel and leaning into this courage in order for there to be harmony here. And that's what's maybe you are needing to know here with this reading. Okay, so beautiful angels, this is your reading. I hope this helped. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye.